Hi, in this video, I'm here to talk about Tony Jay, who I think is one of the greatest actors of all time. Here's his character from Tom and Jerry, the movie. And speaking of Tom and Jerry, the movie, that's kind of the movie that made me take notice of Tony Jay. In that film, he voices Lick Boot, the lawyer. I guess Lick Boot, very weird name, but I know Tom and Jerry the movie is not a very popular movie because as Tom and Jerry talk, and there's a lot of weird stuff in it, but there are some fun things about it. The biggest highlight being Tony Jay voicing one of the antagonists of the film, and his performance in the movie is amazing. It is just one of the biggest scene-stealing delights in film history. Like the way he says, "We've got to have money." It is just one of the best film lines of all time, because a lot of villains are kind of personified by their love of money, and he just has like the most blatant, just simply, we just flat out say it, "You've got to have money." And the way Tony Jay says that line is just one of the best deliveries of any line ever, in my opinion. I just love it. And the way he delivers a lot of his dialogue in the movie, a lot of dialogue obsessing over money, and it's great. I'm like, watching the movie, I'm like, the movie's decent, but this Tony Jay guy, I love him. I love his delivery. It's so much fun. So I've, seen a lot of Tony Jay's other performances. Well, a lot of it, listened to it. A lot of his work came from voice acting, and whatever Tony Jay was in, no matter the quality, whether it was good, bad, okay, whatever, his performances were always amazing. Like, he had one of the coolest voices in acting history. Like, the way he delivers his dialogue it's deliciously wicked. He was one of the masters of voicing villains. Like, he is like, Tony Jay, he played a few good characters, but a lot of his characters, majority of them, were villains, and he did them so well. His performances were fantastic. Like, you could give him, simple dialogue, and he could make it sound epic and villainous and threatening, and it was just incredible. I just love Tony Jay. And, I think Tony Jay is, as known by voice acting fans for being one of the best voice actors of his generation. And, most people that know him think he's a really good actor. The thing is, though, I think not enough people know about Tony Jay. I think he is one of the best actors of all time, and he deserves to be remembered as that. He is amazing. Very few actors currently working in Hollywood can measure up to Tony Jay. Tony Jay is like one of the most richest treasures Hollywood has had. He deserved all that money. And his probably best well-known role is in The Hunchback of Notre Dame, voicing the villain in that. Claude Frollo, one of the best Disney villains, because he's actually really well-written, sophisticated villain with strong motivations, but having him be voiced by Tony Jay, that added so much. Tony Jay had so much personality and is one of the best singers Disney has ever had, right up there with Idina Menzel as Elsa, because Tony Jay, in addition to being a voice actor, also a singer, and his singing is divine. It's fantastic. It is amazing. Pretty much just any sound that came out of Tony Jay's mouth was golden. Like having Tony Jay around is like just having a treasure chest of gold around it. It's just amazing. It's just worth so much. Tony Jay lived to be in to his early 70s before sadly passing away, I think in 2006, and he is very dearly missed. One of the greatest actors of all time, and like I said, very few actors currently working there. Not to question them as people, just talking about them in terms of acting. I think very few actors currently working in the acting industry are on the same level as Tony Jay. He was just something truly, truly special. And actually, his niece, I think her name was is like Nat Jay. She's become a great singer in her own right and has done an amazing job. So glad to see the Jay family legacy living on. And Tony Jay, one of the very, very best, and he is definitely dearly missed. Love, 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 love Tony Jay.